Hey everyone, I'm Jeremy and welcome to another LiveX unboxing. Today we are unboxing the Shure SLXD4D. So this is a receiver system in the Shure SLX family, and I'm really excited to get this one going because we have ULXD here and we have Axient Digital. I have a lot of experience with that. But this SLXD is a mid-range system that has a lot of the great features of the higher range systems. It doesn't have the same channel density. It's missing a couple of features here and there, but I'm really excited because it is the mid-range Shure wireless system that supports wireless workbench. So it's going to be a great fit for what we're going to use it for. Let's get started and I'll explain as we go. So I used to actually intern for Shure. And Shure treated me really well when I was an intern there. I was right out of college. And you know how sometimes you work at places and you kind of see the inner workings and you go, I don't know if I like this place anymore? Shure is the exact opposite. After seeing the inner workings there, you really just get an appreciation for how much work they put into their products. And this SLXD system is a great example because it is a mid-range system that gives you a lot of high-end features. So right out the bat, we get the SLXD user guide. I always like getting hard copies of user guides inside boxes. It's something that a lot of people have gone away from is QR codes, but when we ship these out sometimes, it's good to just stick it in the sleeve of the case it's in so that someone, if they're in a venue that doesn't have good internet connection, you have a hard copy. And a warranty card here as well. Well, warranty, I guess, paper here as well. Let's set those aside. All right, some protective cardboard there. Then we get right into the system. So if you've never seen an unboxing here, you might have ended up here because you looked up on YouTube Shure SLXD hoping for a review. This is not a review, this is a first impressions video. And my first impression of this is that it feels a lot like a ULXD unit, but just a little bit lighter. That could just be my impression right now because there are no antennas, there's no rack ears on this yet, but overall it feels a little bit lighter, which is good because we are going to be putting this inside a kit, right, that we're going to ship out, and that's why we went with this in the first place. So I'm going to set this aside while I finish the unboxing here. Here we get a power supply, it looks like. Yes. So this is a US Edison plug, and we have a little bit of a brick there. So this is not just an IEC or a D plug, which is notable because a lot of their other systems on a higher end use a D plug. I have to say I love D plugs because they're universal, but this has a locking DC plug here, which is nice as well. So it's nice that it's locking, but I do like IEC cables for what it's worth. So we'll put that in the box and set that aside. Let's see, what else do we get down here? I wasn't expecting anything else. Oh, excellent, we get the rack ears right here, which is good. I actually wasn't sure if it would come with rack ears, and I ordered some just in case, so we'll have to scratch that unboxing. And then here it comes with a couple of the antennas. So right off the bat, these are not the same antennas that I'm used to with ULXD. So this is also for the, I'm gonna just double check here. Yes, H55 band, which is shared among a lot of other units, but the antennas are a little bit less beefy, so that's good to know. And then right here, we have antenna wraparounds for the rack ears, as well as the rack ear hardware. And finally, this looks like this is going to be, yes, this is the antenna front mounting kit. So I'm going to put that aside here. And I don't imagine, nope, there's nothing else down there. So cool, I'm going to get rid of this box and you'll see me in just a minute. All right, so I got rid of that box. Gonna put my cutting tools over to the side there. And here is everything that comes with it. And you know, unboxing is gonna be useful for this purpose because I just precautionarily ordered a lot of these things that I didn't know were in the SLX kit. And maybe if I had just looked at the B&H in the box order, I would have noticed it. But I never like to get part of the pieces and then just be like, not able to build it into the kit. So what I didn't know is that it includes all of the gear to front mount the antennas and rack mount this in the box. And I guess that was a faulty assumption, because my assumption is that, well, it's not a pro level SKU, right? This is a model family that is more mid-level, so maybe it's not meant to be rack mounted and front mounted on the antennas. But I was totally wrong by that, and I am not only pleasantly surprised, I'm just impressed that Shure kind of gives you everything you need. And a lot of that also, honestly, and this is not to take a dig at Blackmagic, but they don't usually include things in their boxes, and a lot of other more AV vendors also won't include all the adapters that you might need. So I'm just not used to doing that. So in here, just to reiterate, we have the rack ears, so you'll be able to mount those here. You'll have the antenna wraparounds, so this allows you to plug the antennas in here, wrap them around to the front of the rack ears, and then mount the antennas on the front. These adapters allow you to do that as well. This is what you actually plug the antennas and the BNC cable to. So between these two BNC cables, these BNC adapters, and the antennas, we get a lot of what you need to rack this up. I'm going to now actually take a look at the unit, which is what probably a lot of you are more interested in. I'm just nerding out about rack mounting this. So we have here a 2 receiver system. So you get receiver 1 and receiver 2. You get 1 IR scanner, and that is so that you can quickly sync the belt packs or the handhelds, whatever you have, with this unit. We have 2 belt packs that I will unbox later, so I'm excited for that. And then you have 2 menu systems here. So that's actually interesting, because like ULXD, for example, will have one knob and 1 screen, and well, not 1 screen, but you get 1 main screen, and then you get a bunch of levels here, whereas these have them broken out. And that's because I imagine that the modularity of these, you can buy a lot more half rack units that'll just take up this much and just be 1 system. So I imagine that to make these modular, they just basically install 2 in here, more or less. I love Shure's industrial design and how consistent it was. As an intern there, I got to know their industrial design team and really just respect their work and how much thought they put into minimal, simple to use user design. So user experience is really, really great for all their products. On the back here, we have where we plug the power adapter in here with the specs listed. We have outputs here, and you can see here we not only have XLR, but we also have 1/4 inch outputs here. So that's really useful for if you're using this as, for example, a guitar transmitter. So you might have a guitar, you might plug the transmitter in on 1/4 inch, it might transmit over, and then you can do instrument out and bring this right into a pedal board, for example, if you like to do that, or any other instrument that uses a 1/4 inch jack. So that's a really great feature. And then you get 2 of those antennas on both sides. Very nice to have dual antennas on this. That's a requirement for me anytime. And then in the middle here, you get why I think this is actually a bargain of a unit. You get wireless workbench control. So you can wirelessly control the frequencies of this unit at a much lower per channel cost than ULXD or QLXD. So this unit sits there. You have Axient Digital, ULX, QLS, and then SLX as of 2023, early 2023 when I'm shooting this. So this is the farthest down you can go while also having wireless workbench control. And if you haven't used wireless workbench, you have to try it out because it makes your life so much easier. Not only can we manage this in concert with our ULXD if we need to expand out. Now, granted, you wouldn't have the kind of cross-compatibility with that system, but you can definitely make them work together. But what I'm most excited about is for this kit, we are putting this in our remote kits. And so what that'll allow us to do is remotely manage frequencies for people at home. And all they need to do is, after we deploy the frequencies, take their belt packs in this case, hold it up to the little IR sync right there, and hit sync, and then it will sync for them. So it takes a lot of room for error out of the user's hand and into the engineer's hand, all in a little bit more of a affordable form factor. So in conclusion, while I'm really excited to continue using our ULXD and Axient Digital here at LiveX, this has a really great spot in kind of our lineup of gear. And I'm just impressed by the build quality, by the high quality that you get out of Shure. That does not go away just because you get a mid-range unit. It is going to be the same great Shure quality that you'd expect. And I'm excited to get this thing turned on and tested. So if you want to see any more about this, please let us know in the comments below. We, by the time you are watching this, we'll have already tested this. We'll have already been using this for a little bit. So happy to answer questions down there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next unboxing. Bye.